Welcome back to the channel, you guys. As you just saw in the intro video, we got new headlights put on the F-150 Tremor, and in today's video, I'm going through the whole install process. It should be fairly easy. The hardest part will just be removing the grille and getting that all out of the way so we can access the headlights and get those removed. But getting right into it, you guys, check out these headlights from Kuer LED, quad projector headlights, and these are packed with a lot of really neat features. This is obviously white on the side markers as well as our bar going across here, compared to the OEM ones that are orange here and orange there. But when we turn the lights on, we should have selectability over this color. We can either do white, and I think if you flick the high beams on a couple times, then this turns orange. So you have the ability to select what color you want your bar to be. But a couple really neat features on these headlights. Cannot wait to get them in, guys. Let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is remove the grille entirely. We want to take off this top bonnet here so we can get to the bolts in the back here. We also want to take off this bottom valance right here, which is just held on by two bolts behind the tire here. So we're going to start by removing these two guys on each side, removing this bottom bonnet here, which is going to expose a couple bolts behind it to remove the whole grille. We're going to disconnect our active shutters and any other connectors that are back here, and then we're going to pull the whole grille off, and that'll give us access to being able to remove the headlights. So we're going to take our 7mm and take these guys right off, and then we'll hit the next one here. And then we'll do the same on this side. All right, so now that we got those bolts out, thanks to our lovely assistant here, we can go ahead and we can just pry this guy right off. So just gentle pries, but we can start by just trying to lift this edge here. And then we'll get this side started as well. And then we should be able just to pull this whole thing off. So you don't want to yank it, just gentle pressure. So there appears to be some sort of tab that's connected to the bottom of the grille. You can kind of see right there. I'm guessing it's probably just one of those U tabs. And I probably should do a little pry on it, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I get off what it looks like underneath. But this bottom valance, I have been working at it for 30 minutes already. And if I pull any harder on it, I'm gonna snap this thing right off. I don't know if I'm just a little slow tonight, but enlighten me in the comments, you guys. What am I doing wrong? Every other F-150 I've worked on, you just take this bottom piece off. It has access to a couple bolts on the bottom, and then, you know, you take out those bolts, take the top ones off, and then your whole grille comes out. But these are held down by these clips here that are like, they go into this grille here. So they're kind of, this little tab here is pushed down. So they're like hooked on the underside. So you can't even really get it off from this way without really mangling these clips up here. Crazy, man. So this one snapped off here, and this one snapped off here. The rest of them seem like they're okay. Man, I am not impressed with that. That is something else. I am not having fun with this install. I hate Ford engineers sometimes. But when we come under here, you can see that these were the little holes that those clips were attached to. All along the bottom of the grille here. It's just the bolt right there and the bolt back there. The next thing we're gonna do is take out these two bolts under here with a 10mm. Then we'll just go do this side quickly. So we're gonna take our trim tool. And then we're just gonna disconnect some of our sensors here. All right, so we got all of our wires disconnected, and we're gonna go ahead and hit these with 10mm. Okay, so I just got my own wires to disconnect here, otherwise they will be going with the grille. All right, so now we got everything disconnected. I got my grille lights and any of my auxiliary lighting disconnected, the factory wiring, as well as all the bolts on top and the 4 bolts on the bottom. We should be able just to pull this right out. Whew. There you go, something easy. All right, so now that we have the grille off, we can get to our headlight. We have our 2 bolts up here. We have one here and we have one there, as well as one down here that came off with the grille, and then one in the back corner there. So we're gonna take our 10 mil to hit these guys up, as well as the one down here. And don't forget this thing right here. And then once you have your headlight out, we can take the connections off. And then we'll do the exact same thing for this side. Now the fun begins. So let's start with our passenger headlight. So we'll go ahead and we'll plug this guy right in. All right, I got incredibly worried for a second there. I thought we did all this work for nothing. This wiring pin right here coming off of the main trunk harness doesn't fit this guy right here on the headlight. So these do not match. These are different style connectors and they do not mate up. But when I took this guy out, there is no bulb in there. It's a bulbless. I guess they just have it here. I'm not too sure why. But because this is all LED, I guess there's no need for this guy now. So I guess this guy will just sort of stay abandoned inside our headlight housing. I'm not too sure what to do with that. I might just tape it up so dirt and debris doesn't get in there, but I don't think we'll need it. We'll find out soon enough. I'm definitely gonna test all the lights before we put the grill back on because I do not want to put everything back on just to find out that we need that wire. All right, so we're just gonna plug in our main trunk then. All right, same thing, we'll plug this guy in. All right, everything's in. Let's see if it all works. So I was gonna show you guys what they look like until I had everything back together, but these are way too cool not to show you guys. Check that out. How awesome does that look? That white look is so cool, it's so different, and it looks so awesome, especially those quad LED projectors. Just so happy right away with how that looks. The LED strip on the side marker, not just your typical bulb that just illuminates that. Just very, very nice. We'll go through all the lighting features in due time. Let's get everything put back together. Over on the passenger side here, you got the same thing. Nice white look and just so good looking. You guys, I can't believe how awesome that looks. This is how it should come from factory in my opinion. But let's get it all back together, you guys, and we'll go over the final result. So I'm just gonna time lapse this all because it goes on the exact same way it came off, you guys. Nothing to it. Let's get into it. And here is the final results, you guys. Man, does that ever look sweet. Kuer LED, you guys killed this design and I am beyond happy with it. And I love the fact that we can go back to amber if we want to, but the white looks killer, man. That looks so good. And one thing I'll show you guys right now is how well this matches my paint color. So if we go ahead and we just turn the lights, we'll just turn them right off. Like the gray matches my paint so well. That looks so nice with this color. But let me show you guys quickly how to change the color on your running lights. So we will turn our lights on and the truck is in accessory mode, so you want that on at least. So to switch back to the amber, we want to toggle our high beams 6 times in 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe we have to pull, yeah, there we go. It changed. And then to go back to white, we do it 5 times in 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. And the amber is very much similar to the OEM, very bright amber, but then we get the nice LED side marker there. It looks really, really cool versus the light bulb that's typically in there and a little underwhelming. And if we come over to the passenger side here, obviously the same results. and it just looks really, really nice. But we get 4 lights on all the time. This is gonna be so bright, you guys. Now, unfortunately, I can't do any testing tonight because everyone's sleeping. I can't start my truck in the garage. I'll wake the young ones up, and we don't want to do that. So we're gonna leave it at that for now, you guys. We're gonna resume this video tomorrow. We'll do a bit of a daytime shot, see how these look in the daytime, as well as the nighttime functionality of them. So I just want to do the kind of the main install, and we'll continue this tomorrow night. All right, so it's plenty dark outside, and I want to give you guys an idea of how bright these lights are, and I'm quite impressed. And if I come into the truck here and turn the high beams on, let's see if we can't see how bright they really are. So I'm gonna go and turn the brights on. Yeah, and you don't really notice it too much on camera. I can see it in person though. But nonetheless, the low beams are incredibly bright, and I don't think I'm going to adjust anything until I get flashed a ton, but because like they're throwing a ton of light, but I don't think it's too bright. I'm not hitting any of the reflectiveness on the signs, so we will see if I do end up blinding anyone. That would suck if I did, because those are super, super bright. Let me just turn on my running board lights here so we have a little bit of light around us. And let's just quickly turn off the headlights. So I'm gonna go and turn them to there. And just to give you guys an idea of how bright those LED strips are in those lights. So very, very nice look, very, very cool, and very, very functional headlights. Now there is a bit of condensation at the bottom here, but that is normal when you install a new headlight. It's definitely got acclimatized to our cold weather, and we had them in the garage for a little bit. So this is normal. This will clear up fairly soon, and my OEM ones got fog halfway up the lens when I went from my garage to outside the odd time too. So no issues there. If it does get really, really bad where it's constant, I'll definitely let you guys know. There's also another sweet feature built into these headlights that I forgot to mention earlier in the video. We get sequential turn signals on these bad boys, which is always a really, really nice feature. I love seeing trucks and other vehicles with the sequential turn signals. I feel it's really, really nice. And let me just go ahead and turn off the headlights quickly to give you guys a really good idea of what the sequential turn signals look like. But overall, very happy with the product. The install was very easy, no issues, other than that bottom valence, which we had to tug a little too hard, in my opinion, to get it off. But very easy install, and very happy with the product. The lights are bright, they're very functional, they look very good, very clean. Everything about them, guys, very happy with. If any concerns pop up in the near future, I'll definitely let you guys know. But aside from that, this mod is definitely a home run. It's about time someone came out with aftermarket headlights for this style of truck. Very, very stoked about that. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks Kuer LED for sending these headlights my way and allowing me to test these for you guys. If you have any questions about the install or any questions about the light itself, make sure you guys comment below. I will answer. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.